So how do you know this? Like the entire writing process, if you have to talk to people who would like to become writers, or if they are struggling with this whole wanting to be patient with their emotions, but at the same time they don't want to lose the original moment. How do you move from the personal experience to the craft, and what role patience play here?
So firstly, I'm going to take up on you asking about the craft. I think all writing needs to be honest. All art needs to be honest and has been, right? I think the most profound art has always come from a place of vulnerability and honesty and just speaking the truth about, experiences. And which means that tell your story, not someone else's.
Mm.
Talk about your own personal experiences, talk about your own emotions, use your own emotions as tools rather than thinking about, like, let's say someone else's
Sure.
feelings or someone else's story. The most unique story or poem that you could write is your own poem or your own story. And that's how you develop your voice also, right? You read someone's work and you think, this is so original, this is so beautiful, this is so fresh, but I'm writing like everyone else.
Mhm.
That's because you're reading everyone else and you're aspiring to write like everyone
Mm.
else. Inspiration is good, but also take from the inside, and that's so important. As far as craft is concerned, apart from getting vulnerable or honest, I think simplicity is so important.
What do
A
you?
lot, I mean, in the sense that a lot of writers think that good writing involves a lot of great vocabulary, right? People think if I hoard all the words in the world, if I know the dictionary by heart, I'm great at language. But I think that's language.
Right.
It's not poetry. It's not music. It's not art.
Right.
You could know all the words in the world, but when you're writing a poem, you not putting all those words into that poem matters so much.
Sure.
Because when you're poetry is communication too. It's like a bridge where you're on this side and other people are on the other side.
Right.
And if you want people to understand that, I think simplicity is so important.
Mm.
Or else then just write for yourself and don't care about anything else. But I think all art deserves to be understood. So writing in the most simplest language. I mean, why did Shakespeare become famous?
Mm.
Why was Shakespeare known? And why was Shakespeare loved
Yeah.
by his
After all these
audience?
years.
Yeah, right now, as let's say, because I mean, I remember my years as a literature student, and I used to think, oh my God, this is so complicated. I don't understand this English. But that's because I'm from a different time. I'm
Right.
from a different time, so language has evolved and changed a lot. We use millennial language, it's
Right.
different. We
Right.
use text language, it's different. But I'm saying context matters here. For his time, he was simple for them. People understood his plays, people understood his sonnets because he wrote in the most simplest language. He didn't use too much of Latin, which all his contemporaries were using.
Right.
So that's why he was a hit, and that's why people loved him.
Mm.
So that's what I mean by simplicity.
Mm.
Don't cram all your big words into your
Mm.
poem.